Welcome to Australians Abroad, your expat mortgage and tax guide. The ultimate resource for Australian expats and foreign investors looking to navigate the complex world of buying property and fulfilling tax obligations in Australia. Join us as we break down financing, purchasing and owning properties down under, providing essential insights to maximise your returns. Whether you're a seasoned investor or a newcomer, our candid discussions and expert advice will empower you to invest in Australian real estate with confidence. Subscribe now and embark on your journey to success in the Australian property market. In today's episode, we'll explore the topic of buying property in Australia as a non-resident, requirements for overseas citizens to buy property, and tailored solutions for non-residents from non-bank lenders. In today's episode of Australians Abroad, we are going to dive into the world of non-resident home loans in Australia. If you're an Australian expat or a foreign investor looking to invest in the Australian property market, this is the episode for you. So, why should you consider investing in Australia's real estate market? Well, Australia has a stable economy, a strong property market, and attractive rental yields. These factors make it an enticing destination for investors. But what about non-resident home loans? To be eligible for a non-resident home loan, there are certain criteria you need to meet. These include having a steady income, a deposit of at least 20 to 30% of the property's value, and a valid visa or citizenship. Now, let's talk about fees and interest rates for non-residents. Generally, non-resident home loans come with higher interest rates and fees compared to resident home loans. However, the exact rates and fees can vary depending on the lender and the individual's circumstances. Some specialised lenders may offer competitive rates for non-residents with good credit or specific property types. Obtaining Foreign Investment Review Board (FIRB) approval is another important step for non-resident property buyers. All non-resident property purchases need approval with some exceptions like existing investment properties under certain conditions. This ensures that foreign investment is in the best interests of Australia. When it comes to financing options, non-bank lenders can be a great alternative for non-residents. They often have more flexible criteria and competitive interest rates tailored to suit their unique circumstances. Of course, consulting a mortgage broker is crucial when navigating through the complexities of non-resident home loans. They can provide valuable advice and help you find the best loan options available to you. So, if you're an Australian expat or a foreign investor interested in buying property in Australia, don't miss out on our next episode. We'll continue our discussion on non-resident home loans, covering topics such as loan structures, documentation requirements, and more. Stay tuned! So you've got dreams of owning a slice of beautiful Australian land, huh? Well, you're in luck because today's episode is all about buying property in Australia as a non-resident. It's definitely possible, but there are a few things you need to know. First off, buying property as a non-resident may have different requirements compared to Australian citizens or residents. For example, a lot of non-resident home loans are focused on investment properties. So if you're looking to buy a place purely for investment purposes, that's something to keep in mind. But here's where things get interesting. The Foreign Investment Review Board, or FIRB for short, plays a vital role in this whole process. They make sure that non-residents and temporary residents meet specific criteria when buying property in Australia. So it's crucial to research these rules and requirements to make sure you're on the right track. And hey, don't be afraid to ask for help. Seeking professional advice from mortgage brokers or financial experts who specialise in non-resident home loans is highly advisable. They'll have the knowledge and expertise to guide you through the process and make sure you're making informed decisions. So there you have it, my friend. If you've got dreams of owning property in the land down under, just remember to do your research, seek professional advice, and follow those FIRB guidelines. Cheers to making your Australian property dreams come true. Australia has become a favoured destination for both travellers and real estate investors, thanks to its breathtaking landscapes and friendly inhabitants. In fact, the country has seen an influx of foreign investors who are enticed by the promising rental yields and potential for capital growth. For international buyers looking to invest in Australian real estate, there are non-resident home loans specifically tailored to their needs. These loans come with different eligibility criteria and interest rates compared to traditional home loans. While being a non-resident may result in higher fees or increased interest rates, there is no need to worry. Specialised advisors who focus on assisting non-residents are available to help navigate the process. They possess the knowledge and experience to guide you through the intricacies of securing a non-resident home loan. Whether it's explaining the eligibility requirements, helping you understand the interest rates, or simply providing valuable advice, these experts can make the process a breeze. So, if you're an international buyer interested in investing in Australian real estate, don't let your non-resident status deter you. Seek the assistance of a specialised advisor who can provide the guidance and support you need. With their help, you'll be well on your way to successfully investing in the land down under. When it comes to purchasing property as an overseas citizen, there are a few important things to keep in mind. First off, deposits and FIRB approval are essential. These are requirements that you'll need to fulfill in order to move forward with your purchase. Now, let's talk about deposits. Lenders typically offer a loan-to-value ratio, LVR, between 60% to 80%. However, exact requirements vary based on factors like lender, property type, and borrower profile. This means that you'll need to have a certain percentage of the property's value ready to put down as a deposit. The exact percentage will depend on various factors, so it's best to check with your lender for accurate information. Next, let's discuss FIRB approval. FIRB stands for the Foreign Investment Review Board, and it's an integral part of the property purchasing process for overseas citizens. Before proceeding with your purchase, it's crucial to check your eligibility on the FIRB website. Keep in mind that the approval process can take anywhere from 1 to 2 months, so factor that into your timeline. Lastly, don't forget to consider other costs associated with buying property. This includes property inspection fees, legal fees, and any other charges that may be incurred along the way. It's important to scrutinise every feature of the mortgage packages available to you and carefully consider all the costs involved. In recent years, some Australian states have introduced a stamp duty surcharge for foreign buyers. And get this, it can go as high as 8%. Now, you might be wondering what exactly makes you a foreign buyer? Well, it's pretty simple. If you're not an Australian citizen or permanent resident, you fit the bill, even if you've been living here for a while. But here's where things get interesting. The rules aren't the same across the board. In places like the Northern Territory and the ACT, there's no surcharge at all. Yep, you heard that right. Zip, zero, nada. But if you're looking to buy property in New South Wales or Victoria, hold on to your hats because they're slapping on a whopping 8% surcharge. Ouch, right? Overall, purchasing property as an overseas citizen requires thorough research, planning, and compliance with regulations. Take the time to understand the requirements and make informed decisions throughout the process. Non-residents looking for financing options might find it challenging to secure a loan from traditional banks. Banks often consider non-residents to be a higher risk, which can make it difficult for them to access competitive interest rates. However, non-bank lenders have stepped in to fill this gap in the market. These lenders specialise in catering to non-residents and offer tailored solutions to meet their specific needs. Over time, interest rates for non-residents have become more competitive, now approaching the rates that residents enjoy. This is great news for non-residents who can now access more favourable terms and conditions. However, it's worth noting that non-bank lenders might still include additional fees to offset the perceived risks associated with lending to non-residents. Navigating the world of non-resident financing can be complex, which is why having the right guidance and information is crucial. A reputable mortgage broker can be a valuable resource in this process. They have the expertise and industry knowledge to help non-residents navigate the various options available to them and find the best financing solution for their situation. So, if you're a non-resident looking for financing, don't get discouraged by traditional banks. explore the offerings of non-bank lenders, and consider engaging a mortgage broker to guide you through the process. With the right support, you can secure a loan that suits your needs and achieve your financial goals. Hey there! We've just finished talking about non-resident home loans in Australia. Hopefully, this guide has given you the confidence to dive into the Australian real estate market. It can be a bit daunting, but with the right know-how, you'll be navigating it like a pro in no time. If you found this episode helpful, and we really hope you did, why not spread the word? Share it with your friends who are also interested in Australian properties. They might appreciate the tips and insights as well. So, remember, the key is to equip yourself with the right knowledge. Before you know it, you'll be settling in and calling Australia your new home sweet home. That's it for today's episode. Thanks for listening, and be sure to tune in next time for more exciting topics and discussions. Take care and see you soon. In this episode, we covered everything you need to know about non-resident home loans in Australia, including criteria, FIRB approval, specialised advisors, mortgage features, and non-bank lenders. Share this episode if you found it helpful. Thank you for tuning in to Australians Abroad, your expat mortgage and tax guide, where we have provided you with essential information and expert advice to navigate the Australian property market as an expat or foreign investor. Don't miss out on our next episode, so make sure to subscribe and stay informed.